to mind, but this South American country is one of the world's prime locations for all things free sports. From surfing, skateboarding, kite flying, and just about every other kind of bike discipline you can imagine, this colourful country has got it all. Away from the cities and further south lies the town of Ouro Preto, and it's the location for the first ever Redbull gold mine downhill mountain bike contest. 20 of the world's best riders, including local and international talent, have gathered here in the humid jungle temperatures to test their mettle on this, one of the world's most dangerous and demanding courses. Hurling themselves at speeds of up to 50 kilometers per hour down a dark, narrow mine shaft is a task that only the world's best can nail, one of which is Britain's G. Atherton.
There are a lot of Brazilian unknown riders here, so I expect there'll be some fast boys there, and a lot of there's a couple of riders here from the World Cup, so definitely a lot of competition.
Over the last 2 years, G has excelled into the UK's #1 mountain bike export, and he's one of the favourites for the race here in Brazil. G may be the prodigal son of British mountain biking, but his main threat here in Brazil is this man, Australian powerhouse Nathan Rennie.
It's a good start to the year, just get all the bikes sorted and ready to go for the rest of the season, and it's just great. Like, I don't know, I'm in Brazil, racing down a mine shaft. It couldn't be really better, you know.
Wow, it's incredible down there. I'd go so far as to say terrifying. Before we get stuck into the contest, we're heading back to the UK to meet up with G. Atherton. Our rendezvous took us to his home in Oswestry, where he's surrounded by the perfect terrain to prepare himself for Brazil.
Perks of being a pro rider, you get your own van all pimped out, you even got the name on the side, just so everyone knows it's me.
G is two-time silver junior world champion, got a second at the Red Bull Rampage, won the Avalanche Cup in France, and he's still only 21.
I've been racing World Cups in downhill for about 4 or 5 years now, so it's been pretty much professional since I started, and always kind of been into the bikes, you know, riding BMX and just hanging out on my bikes with my brother. But it was him that got into mountain biking. He kind of started off with a mountain bike, and I was like a bit unsure about it, but we kind of got into it and just started doing little races, and then we just kind of moved up through, you know, national level, then onto the World Cup scene. Took it from there, really.
All-world training in Wales, but what about in Brazil?
This is the race bike I'll be taking to Brazil. It's got 8 inches of suspension front and back. Really nice bike this, I really get on with it. The race is in a gold mine, so I'm not really sure what to expect. It's going to be quite narrow, it's going to be a lot of rock, I think, quite dusty, no water down there. So it's going to be high speeds, quite confined, so I'm a bit nervous, you know.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's kind of the first race of the season, so I'm a bit nervous. It's kind of the race you find out if your training's paid off or not. So Nathan Rennie's been world champ a few times, he'll be out there and go straight. I think it'll be a really hard race to do well at, but I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm ready for it.
From Heathrow to Sao Paulo, G's more than ready to battle his way down the course designed to separate the men from the boys. Right, G, start the course. Take me through it.
This is the start gate. Everyone will be lined up here. You use the gate to rest against, balance on your front wheel, and when the timer goes, this bar will release and the gate drops. Throw your weight forward, get those strong few pedal strokes in before you hit the first jump. The next corner is a left-hander, and then you'll be moving across and then down the double drops. This is where you enter the mine.
That left looks gnarly though.
Once you hit that dirt, you know, you really rip the bike round and then mind your head as you enter the mine.
Right now, you've got about 3.5 inches clearance.
Yeah, I'm worried. This is the first obstacle in the mine. You've got like a 200 metres straight into this, so you're not going to be hanging around when you hit this. If you exit too wide, you've got a rock face. Exit too early, you've got a rock face, so there's no room for error here. Coming up to this little ramp, again, you've got to jump the train tracks, and you're back onto the straight for a bit more pedalling.
And it's that combination of pedal power, timing on the gear change and nerves that's going to find you those vital seconds that make all the difference. Do you want to get your teeth stuck in now?
Yeah, I need to get up there. Bit of practicing.
Come on then, get up there. It's yours. Qualification round, 20 riders, 5 of them international superstars, 15 of them up-and-coming, hungry young Brazilians. 10 fastest times are going to count. They go through to tomorrow's final. It's going to be Bratwurst, German for banger. So, a little refresher course. The fastest 10 out of the 20 riders will make it through to tomorrow's final. A real mixed bag of riding talent here though. Some well-known names including this man, Kyle Strait. Originally a favourite, but a mix-up in bike selection has cost him dearly. Should have gone with the Softail. Another rider who didn't cut it into the final but came up face to face with this unforgiving course was local guy Pablo Cingolani, proving just how tough this course is. Out of control, tried to clear the whole of the double down, smacked the wall and then got served on the train sleepers. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get down to business. Up first, Australian powerhouse Nathan Rennie. The 2003 world champ onto the course. One of the most experienced racers here. It'd be fair to say he's entered more downhill races than most of these Brazilians have had hot dinners. Nice, easy section on the top there now. He's one of the biggest guys on the course, which isn't going to be a pleasant experience as he flies into this mine. The ceiling is so low there, keeping his head tucked right down. Clattering, there's the first jump over the tracks. Now this has been one of the separating points, the speed out of that turn as it flattens out. He lost a little bit, still looking very fast though. Coming through, coming off the side of that jump, there's that difficult technical stage. Down through the bottom, oh, just locked the bike up a bit there. Bad gear selection. Not going to be happy about that. Now coming into the bottom section of the course and the gears have gone again. That is the section where Nathan's power, he would have been looking to really get away down this straight. He's hampered himself there. Very interesting time coming up for Rennie. 1:04.66 for Nathan Rennie. Decent run there.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, had a couple of slip-ups here and there. I think I was just a bit of wrong gear selection on my part, but something that I've learned for the final, and it's good to get the fastest time, but Markov's coming down now. It's his hometown and he's going to be racing really hard.
Got to wait and see how G does.
That's true, G as well. He's got his bike back now, so for sure he'll probably go quicker or something.
Berthold's in the start gate, got the fastest time in practice. Rennie's just banked a 1:04.66. Let's see what Markov's got. Out of the stocks, he knows what he's got to be. Taking that customary wide line over the kicker, leaving just a couple of inches. Now, choosing to pedal down the straight there. Interesting choice. Not very quick through that right-hander. Really struggled on his gears. Pounding his way into the finish. How fast is it going to be? 1:05.13. Markov, pretty clean run there. You had one mistake?
Yeah, a little mistake. Small. I didn't lose time, I think. Just scary.
Wallace Miranda, the young gun of Brazilian mountain biking, out of the stocks. He's a lovely kid and he's been looking really, really quick down this course. Oh, so loose coming into the mine. He hasn't got any English, I haven't got any Portuguese, so I haven't managed to get any strategies out of him. But he has really got the bit between his teeth. Very slow out of that right-hander again, though. Now, belting his way through the last berm. He's onto the straight. Can he match Rennie and Berthold as he comes down here? 1:05.08 for Wallace Miranda. 20th and final rider down for the qualification. G. Atherton has got the power to upset everything. He has only just got this bike set up. It's his first run on his own setup. Now, G looking very comfortable over the top there. Very smooth. He's such a tidy rider. Look at the way he just copes with that bike. He looks at one with it, bouncing through. Didn't look too uncomfortable and the line was very fast on the entry to the mine. Just coasting down that straight. He's letting the gravity do all the work, saving his energy for that bottom straight. You can't help thinking that it looks slower though. Now let's see this right-hander. How quick is he? It looked good, looked very good. He's back out onto the straight again and he's looking very comfortable. Such a cool customer. Never seems to get flustered. And it's showing here, foot down there. Still looking quite quick as he drops down into this bottom section of the course. Desafio de Mina Oro, the Brazilian name for this comp, projected onto the wall behind him as he flies down this bottom straight. So close, it's going to be quick. 1:02.60, 2 seconds clear of his closest rival. G. Atherton absolutely slaying the competition there. G, last man down, fastest time.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, eh?
The bike made a bit of a difference then.
Yeah, I feel better once I'm back on the joint.
You're 2.5 seconds clear at the top of the pack at the moment.
Yeah, got a bit of time to play with, but these boys are quick, you never know what they're going to pull out.
G. Atherton, last man down, 2.5 seconds clear. It's going to be a hell of a final. Join us after the break to see if G can take the silverware here at the Redbull Gold Mine. Bike race in Ouro Preto, Brazil, in a real working gold mine. Yes, it sounds nuts, doesn't it? A gold mine, but this is one of the biggest contests of the year. Taking a break from the contest, we took British competitor G. Atherton on a road trip to test out the best riding locations in the area. Armed with a couple of vans, 15 bikes, a map, 72 litres of water and a load of locals, we hit the road in search of terrain. We all know that bikes have been around since the penny farthing, but where has mountain biking come from? Why do so many people do it, and what's the attraction? As G and the crew hit the road, we delve into the past. How does this compare to at home?
This is like this weird gravel on the floor that's waiting to tear you in half when you crash on it. And I feel an idiot riding trails in full race kit.
Mountain biking started back in the 70s in San Francisco. Not on mountain bikes as we know them these days, but on what are fondly remembered as clunkers. Clunkers originated from the 1930s, when the introduction of cars on the roads forced bicycle manufacturers to build big heavy bikes with huge balloon-type tyres. These were then taken by the godfathers of mountain biking, legendary names like Joe Breeze and Joe Murray, and raced down an infamous biking location called the Repack Trail in Fairfax, San Francisco. It was in 1980 that the mountain bike, similar to what we know today, first reared its head. How do Brazilian mountain bikers compare to British mountain bikers?
Well, there's a few little differences like there are between any riders, but at the end of the day, it's just the same as the UK, you know, kids having fun with their friends at the trails, just hanging out, riding, trying new stuff, and just having a laugh.
One big happy mountain bike family.
Yeah, one big happy crazy train of keen youths.
Feel the love! A quick 50k drive further south into the mountains, and the locals have got a real treat for us.
Gonna ride some rad downhill with the local boys. It's gonna be good.
During the late 80s, the sport boomed all over the world, and in the early 90s, the disciplines of downhill and cross-country were watched live on TV by millions. This was to be the sport's golden era. Mountain bike contests come in all shapes and sizes. There's cross-country, which is an off-road race, four-cross, similar to snowboarding's border cross, where four riders line up and go head-to-head down a man-made course loaded with jumps and berms. And then there's downhill, like the contest here in Brazil, where the riders race against the clock.
It was one of the best tracks I've ever ridden, to be honest. It was something completely different, you know, in a big gully and rocks, and just something incredible. Like, you don't expect it because we're out in the middle of nowhere, and these boys have just brought us out. I wasn't really expecting much, but it was awesome.
Finally, and most recently, the development of the bikes has created a new breed of rider and sport: free ride. This is mountain biking in its most extreme form. Jumping Leviathan gaps, dropping huge cliffs, and generally approaching the mountain like a two-wheeled equivalent of snowboarding. Competitions such as the groundbreaking Redbull Rampage have helped freeride flourish into what we know today. With the freeride movement now pushing the boundaries of what these bikes can do, and these elements influencing downhill tracks with huge jumps and drop-offs, mountain biking is enjoying a resurgence that will hopefully see it return to the glory days of the 90s. With G and the crew lapping up the local hospitality, it's time to head back down to the mine and the finals of the contest. Local boy and Brazil's favourite for the win here, surely he's been influenced by Barry Gibb, is Markov Berthold, a rider with 10 years experience and currently being hailed by the locals as the contest favourite. However, the real battle here will be between these two, Britain's G Atherton and Australia's Nathan Rennie. Rennie is a true all-round mountain biker. He loves going big and fast, and following his earlier qualifying result, the Aussie is on fantastic form. Now, you watched all the qualifying yesterday, obviously. G coming down last thing, 2.5 second gap. Is that too much to make up?
I don't think it's too much to make up. I made a couple of mistakes in my run. I know I've got a couple more seconds up my sleeve. I know how good a rider G is, and either way, if he beats me or not, I'll be going home happy. But I just really want to have the best run that I can have, and generally, if I have the best run I can have, it'll be the best run of the day. So we'll see how it goes.
How you feeling?
All right.
You are the cucumber, aren't you? Cool as. I haven't seen you looking at all flustered.
No, I'm feeling flustered. I'm feeling good, actually. I'm a bit nervous, you know. A lot of pressure on me now. I'm feeling it.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm up for the win. It's got to be the win.
It's finals time. 10 riders racing 120 metres under the Earth's crust, deciding a $15,000 prize purse. G Atherton's in the running. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Wake up, it's finals time. The finals got off to a good start with the young Brazilians really pushing hard to make their mark on this international field. John Fornari banked a 104 in the early stages to take the lead. Next in, Brazilian Anderson Furlanetto managed to shave half a second off Fornari's time, which eventually banked him 5th place. But with 7 of the 10 riders down the course, it's time to let the 3 fastest qualifiers loose. First in, Brazilian mountain bike hero Markov Berthold. Markov Berthold is in. He's got to beat 103.348. It's not too tall in order. All of the times have speeded up so far, but we're down to the last 4 riders. This is where it counts. Berthold knows that he's got better to give from the qualification where he made a mistake. Very fast. Bit of Hollywood pedaling down the straight. Here's that crucial right-hander. He's looking good. He's definitely improved on his qualification time. But that said, so has everyone else. 102.284. Markov, incredible run for you.
Yeah, it was really clean, no mistakes, so very happy with that.
Markov Berthold has just taken the lead, 102.284. Incredible ride from him. He's set the standard. Nathan Rennie and G Atherton are going to be feeling that pressure up at the top now. Wallace Miranda, one of my favourite riders on this course. He really gives it his all. Flying in there again, that back end so loose as he dived into the tunnel. Oh, so slow, the gears have killed him coming out of the right-hander. Pounding his way down, he's not going to beat Berthold, 103.091. You've just seen Wallace come down, he's come, what, a second behind you. It looks like you're going to be in the top 3 for sure.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's what was my goal for this weekend. You know, Nathan and G, they're really good and very strong guys, so very happy already.
Are you nervous to watch them come down?
Yeah, for sure.
The powerhouse Rennie is ready to rumble. Only 1 minute and 2 seconds separates him from $15,000. 104.66 in qualification. He was only half a second quicker than Berthold, who leads at present. Dropping down, there's the double drop. Firing through. Now the second drop. Oh! There was a mistake there. He was off kilter as he came into the tunnel. You saw the tyre skid out. That is going to cost him dearly. He's got a lot of time that he's got to make up now. Flying down into the first jump. Oh, and a difficult line through that section. He was quick off the gears. He's looking better there. He's definitely made up time. The bottom section of this course does belong to Rennie. It suits his style and power. Looking very comfortable there as he takes the drop. This is the last down section into the berm. Now he's fast out of there. He messed that up in qualification. He's looking very, very quick. The power he's applying to that crank, firing him through the finish line. The time is in at 1 minute .550. That puts Rennie in first place. G's about to drop in. That means he's got to shave 2 seconds off yesterday's time if he wants to be in contention for the lead. Rennie was on 1:04.66 yesterday. He has taken over 4 seconds off his time. Let's see what G can do. I am so nervous right now. It is one run down this course. There is no mistakes. He is looking so quick, very, very comfortable at this stage. As I said before, he's such a tidy rider. A very, very smooth operator. He doesn't look flustered, and he's making this look very easy at the moment. Oh no! Through the difficult right-hander, he's looking very slow there. Looked like he got the wrong gear. Off the kicker, he's coming down into the second down section. Nice clean air. The last down section before the berm and the flat straight. Now he's pounding his way out of there. Absolutely hammering the pedal. He's looking quick. It's too close to call though. 59.988. G. Atherton has broken the 1 minute barrier and taken gold. Taking third place was Brazil's Markov Berthold. Second goes to the Aussie Nathan Rennie. Nath, did you think you'd done enough?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I didn't have a perfect run. A little bit offline coming into the mine shaft, which I was kind of a little bit cautious in as well. So I knew I had to make up some time towards the finish, but G's just too good. He's small enough to fit through all the tight spots. But hats off to him. I mean, it was so close anyway, so I'm pretty happy.
Looking at that, when you watch G come down, it didn't look like he'd got the power out of the end of that turn. You absolutely accelerated out of that first right-hander. Yeah, well, I suppose it just goes down. I mean, I might beat him in a little bit of power, but then again, he's probably technically better to squeeze through the different tight turns. So it all adds up.
In first place, G. Atherton.
The cucumber face did crack on the podium there. I saw the joy seeping in. $15,000 richer.
Yeah, well, I had to crack a grin for that, eh?
Could you see Nathan's run from up at the top?
You can see everyone's runs on the big screen, and I knew I could ride how quick I could go. So I just thought I just won't look at them. I just sit there and ride my own race. But then on the gate there was a little TV down in the corner, and then all the blokes started cheering when Rennie came down. So I was like, sneaked a glance and saw his time, and it's like, Jesus, you have to put the effort in now.
Watching from down here, as soon as you took that first right-hand turn off the mineshaft diversion, it looked like you hadn't got too much power. You looked like you were really struggling out of there.
I dropped the gear change wrong, and I messed that bit up a little. You know, I was just coming to the corner a bit too quick, so I didn't hold much speed around it. But I think I made a bit of time up on the bottom. I pedalled hard and then had that bit quick. All the way, I knew I was pretty much on target. I knew what I had to do, and so there were a few places I thought I could have done that better, but then a few other places I was pleased with it. So once you get one bit you're pleased with, you know, it spurs you on. You're keen for the next bit, and you just get better and better. And sometimes you just get the perfect run in, and then it all comes together, you know.
Come here, you big sweaty lump. Give us a hug. That's for your mum and dad. Unbelievable smell.
Yeah, it's good, eh?
That's the smell of victory. That's it from the Redbull gold mine. G. Atherton proving to be a nugget of gold in the bottom of this Brazilian mine. Good work, fella. Meantime, I'm off for a bikini wax and a caipirinha. See you next time.